Hello and welcome to Neverwinter Nights Synopsis 1, and this will be part 2. Last we left off, we saw the Academy come under attack, and we were tasked by Lady Arabeth to go and check on the Waterdeepian creatures which are needed in order to concoct a cure against the Wailing Death. Obviously, everything is going to go swimmingly, everything is going to be fine. I know, by the way, the first part was a bit longer than I necessarily want to. I like to hover around half an hour, but for the purpose of this part, it will be as long as it takes me to get to the end of this and then start chapter 1 in next part. So, that mage again. Also chickens out. Just had to do a volume adjustment there, sorry. Chest. Ring of Fortitude. +1 to Fortitude, saving throw. We'll take it. Anything else of interest? There's another chest. 3 potions of cure light wounds. I'll put them down here. Pavel, one of our instructor friends.
Thank the gods you're here.
They called his brother and he wanted us to help him. And basically this is a tutorial in Henchman. There you lose, I think it's 20% experience it costs you to have a henchman, or henchwoman, for that matter. It's just a term, of course. But for the purpose of completion, let's just get him to follow us. The henchmen will give you certain benefits, and depending on what they are, they can help you in certain ways. But more importantly, the in-game henchmen themselves, the main henchmen that you will be able to hire, they have certain quests, and if you complete those quests, you will get items of relevance to that character, which are stat increasing items, so it's definitely worth at least doing their quests. There's also a romantic connection with certain of the henchmen, and it's not super important, but it just gives some role-playing flavor. And of course, it is a role-playing game, so why not? Armor class bonus versus Garlic +2. We'll take it. And of course, cloaks are cool. It's a bit... it works. I have already pre-chosen my henchman, by the way. There's only one henchman in this game that I really like.
Bring it to me.
But we'll get to that when we get to that. One advantage of being a monk, you of course hit with your fists, and fists are blunt for some reason. So skeletons will not have damage reduction against your fists. Trying to stab a skeleton between the ribs is going to be hitting it between the ribs, and that's why non-blunt weapons have damage reduction, or reduced damage. Basically, your damage is cut in half. Stabbing a skeleton between the ribs doesn't do much. But let's... no, we don't want to go there yet.
Bring it to me.
No loots? How rude. Two chests, hooray! Money and a copper ring which we can sell for money. So, oh fine dandy, there's another one. More gold pieces. Virtually all loot in chests is randomized. I think some of it's fixed, not much though. So basically you can game the game by reloading, saving front up in the chest and reloading until you get something you want, but it's first and foremost a bit cheesy and secondly too cumbersome. So it is not something I'm going to employ, even though sometimes you will be tempted to do it because it can be frustrating when it keeps giving you something you don't really care about. And the item pool can be something as simple as a torch and very, very powerful items. So if you play the game yourself and want to game it, by all means. Is that it? Still something? No? No. Okay. We are back at the start, hooray! Let's go out the exit way thing. This is where you get your first free level. Basically, whatever experience you got, it will be rounded up to the to level 2.
Well, I was going to give you additional lessons.
But because the game has considered that we are level more than 1,
Just fine. I am too old to go.
we are assumed to already know how to handle level up, so we don't need to get that level up in order to get the tutorial for leveling up, which is a nice touch. I was concerned about it giving 3 levels, but you can't abuse it, so it's nice enough. Nothing here. Onwards. This is still tutorial city. You can technically die here, but you have to try hard, to be honest. But we are still going to go and get whatever experience we can get. And by the way, just as your character can provoke attacks of opportunity, so can any opponent you're facing, so them coming into your threatening arc provokes attacks of opportunity, and them moving around like idiots will also provoke attacks of opportunity, so you can actually get 3 attacks when they're moving around. Thief tools, no use to me, but can be sold. Arrows are worthless, because they're not magical, so... Gold piece, wow. Potion of bull strength, hey. More gold. A bit blunt loot getting at the moment, I suppose. Can't get anything too powerful. I did check these two, didn't I? Yep. Anyway, onwards we go. So I'm sitting at a bit bad angle to reach my microphone probably, so it's not because I'm having issues controlling the mouse, it's just... He skulls him, hooray!
Bring it to me.
You can see tumble, success, hooray! Always nice. Anyway, more to loot. A desk. Potion of cure light wounds. This corpse can be looted, hooray! A sling. It's probably worth 1 gold piece, but 1 gold piece is better than none. Amulet of Will. Lovely. So that adds 1 to our will saving throw. So we've been given an item to give us 1 to reflexes, 1 to will, and 1 to fortitude. Lovely. Not to be scoffed at. Yeah, bound to be replaced at one point or another, but anything of interest here? No. Copper necklace, money in the bank. Oh, it will be.
Have at thee!
You missed your cleave? Naughty, naughty. That is the one thing about henchmen. They can engage enemies you don't necessarily want to engage, and it can be a pain, but come on, please. It's a nice little flavor thing to have them around, emphasizing the role-playing aspect of the role-playing game. I don't want any role-playing in my role-playing game, how dare you? Let's go this way. Just make sure we're not missing out on anything. Gold piece. Whatever would I do without it? Laugh my face off, that's what I would. Anyway, let's check the loot options. Don't care about the law books. Care about the loots. Cat squares and cure moderate wounds. Lovely. Another cure moderate. Could be some spells there, but of course there wasn't. So that door leads into the center. No, it doesn't actually. It leads into a passage leading into the center room. There could still be enemies there, so I'm just wanting to check.
Yes?
No.
Is there something you need?
I like being systematic. So I'm the boss, yeah, you're quite right. I am the boss. I will do minor backtracking from time to time in order to stay systematic, because you want to loot anything that's not nailed to the floor. Or to the wall, or to whatever else it could potentially be nailed to. Because of the random nature of the loot you get from chests and things like that, you could just miss out on something nice. A healer's kit. A healer's kit contains various herbs, bandages and salves, all of which can be used in conjunction with the heal skill to heal wounds, cure poison or remove diseases. So, they are dirt cheap compared to potions, and that is one reason I like them. You know what, I'm just going to double check because my focus is elsewhere. Sorry, I know it's probably a bit doolally, but my concern is about the quality of my recording, my commentary and all sorts, so something I shouldn't forget is forgotten very quickly. Come on. Get him away, because there's an enemy in there I don't want to face just yet. Oh, that was quickly done. That is the door we walked past before. Hey, we can open it. Just Soundburst, a spell. Hey, something to sell. So just for there's no point in quick saving here, but let's just quick save here. So we finally get to deal with our mage friend who's been taunting us a few times, so let's go and say hi. He really likes to cancel the flurry of blows, which is rather annoying. Anyone else? No? Okay. Let's check the loot. Hey, a gem. Boots of the Sun Soul. Armor class bonus 1 dodge modifier, only usable by monk. Do I want a reflex saving throw or do I want armor class? I think I want armor class. By the way, when it comes to saving throws, all characters belong to a certain category of saving throws, high or low. The bonus to saving throws and monks belong to the high, so they will always get the highest bonus from leveling up to their saving throws. So by and large, armor class is more important because, of course, being unarmed, unarmored even. Almost done with this. We just need to go through this door, and lo and behold, the components for the cure, which were the components we needed from 4 different creatures. They have all escaped now. Which of course is not particularly useful. So you can roughly gather what the plot will be. To reclaim set components by reclaiming set creatures.
Yes? Is there something you need?
Never mind, I need to speak to you first. Sorry. Then take moss.
We came too late. The creatures are lost. The academy students slain. No! This cannot be! How could this happen?
All is lost, Fenthic. The nymph has fled. The Yonti and the other creatures have escaped into the streets of the city. And where was Erebeth during all this?
I have come from Lady Erebeth. She sent me to protect the creatures. And Desta is going to complain about Lady Erebeth, and Fenthic is going to defend her because he's got some sense and because they are lovers, him and Lady Erebeth, not him and Desta. I mean, that's perfectly acceptable. People can do whatever they want. It may not be my flavor of ice cream, but that doesn't mean the ice cream is bad. But he is torn because he wants to do what's right, and Desta, of course, being the leader of the Helmites, or the local chapter of the Helmites, has been called in to help cushioning the effect of the Veiling Death and cooperate with Neverwinter in order to try and find a cure, and his behavior is very, very supportive of that idea. Right. I don't want to spoil in case someone doesn't know, but yeah.
I need to speak to you.
I wouldn't claim that the writing regarding certain characters is very subtle. It's a bit ham-fisted. Anyway, Pavel wants to say that he's not cut out for the adventure in life. And some people have what it takes, and some don't. And he insists that he was upborn, not made. So we send him off to live a peaceful life, whatever thing. Nothing else? No?
You must forgive Dester. The strain of the Wailing Death weighs heavily on the Helmites. As their leader, Dester has worked long and hard to help ease the suffering of Neverwinter, and this most recent setback has upset him greatly. I'm Fenthic Moss, priest of Tyr and companion of the Lady Erebeth. You must be the student Erebeth told me about.
Yes, that is me, indeed. Dester and I arrived, reinforcement shot, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah. Do you know who attacked the academy? We have no clues. Obviously, we could start asking for rewards and all that stuff, but we are a monk. We are lawful good. We are helping people because it's the right thing to do, not to line our own purses. I will be somewhat subjective in that regard. I will not ask for more rewards, but in some cases I will line my own pockets. But I will be Mr. Goody Two Shoes by and large. From all accounts, you're a capable man, whatever. And then you can ask some questions about him. Be puzzled by the fact that it's been mentioned about 10 times that they are lovers. Keep forgetting it's getting shifted. There's the Waterdeep creatures. And then finally, I will meet you in the Hall of Justice within a week. And then this is where you would get your second level up if you just play the prelude with a brand new character. But because it is an imported character, we are not getting any extra experience. But this video is probably going to be relatively short compared to the first part, but as I'm aiming for about 30 minutes per part, I think this should even out just about. So hope you're finding this remotely interesting, and thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye for now.